Bacon. Bacon. Small bacon.
All right, hey, welcome to another edition of JTJU, where we all try to be just a little better at the game of Clash of Clans. I got the next episode of Super Sunday, and that's where we go out and during the wars of both Main 2, 3, and 4 of the JTJ family, as well as some of the affiliates, we wander around and look at live attacks if there are some to be had, and or take a look at some of the best replays from all those different wars. So you can either browse through this. It's kind of long usually. Usually they run somewhere between an hour and a half. Or if you want, take a look right here is the list of the attacks in order by Town Hall. Or you can always download from the link that's below it a PDF that actually has the links themselves. It'll zoom you right to those attacks, and it also includes both attacks by Town Hall as well as attacks by attacker. So overall, cross Super Sunday episodes, you can see just one attacker's style. Hope it helps. Let's take a look. So I think we're live now. So welcome to episode 8. We've had some technical difficulties, so I think we have one at this point. I'll just keep streaming and we'll try to work it out because it's just a power problem, but it doesn't shut off entirely. It just kind of dims my screen. But anyway, welcome to Super Sunday. We are going to try a couple new things this week. We're going to, one, have a couple co-commentators. Kitty's been on before. She's here again. And then we're going to also have Diggs from COC Hitman. He's also part of JTJ Main. And they both will have a somewhat live view of what I'm seeing, kind of a staggered frame rate, so they can comment a little bit on what they're seeing in the base if they want. Maybe a little better than with the 30-second delay on Twitch. So we'll do that. So we'll start in Banny Venics, and then we'll go over to COC Hitman, and then we'll hit maybe the affiliate clan war that's going on between, I forget the names, Halls of Triumph, and then Millennium or something. But anyway.
Ali Oakley?
Ali Oakley?
Ali Oakley.
Alioply. That's right. Allioply or something. I don't know. Who cares? You know. Even if we could spell it, do we know what it means? No. No. But you know, hey, but we could figure it out, I bet. So anyway, let's start with Banny. And we've been trying, and I think someone's patiently waiting to show us. So we are ready. Let's just not even tempt the Clash gods. I will just wait for him, Kitty, to begin.
He's on number 1 in the current war. I think you're in the last war.
Okay. Am I in the? I'm in the current war.
Oh no, that's yeah, current war. Beg your pardon. Shoot.
So that's good.
Yeah, he says he's ready.
Okay. No hurry.
We've been matched with 3 Town Hall 10s, and of course we have no Town Hall 10s in our team, so this will be interesting.
You know, I've been seeing though a lot of, and maybe it's with the new tweaks to like with the freeze spell, or I'm not sure, but Town Hall 10s, at least in JTJ Main, have been having a lot of success with 2-star hit-ups. At least in the non-max Town Hall 10s. The max Town Hall 10s are a little difficult, but are any of these 3 max Town Hall 10s?
No.
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 There.
No.
Oh, okay. So there should be a chance.
Even my heroes are higher, I think.
Okay. So, you know, as long as you do good technique in terms of getting in there and getting enough spread to get the 50% and then drive to the mid, I think you can pull it off. It's just something that's, you know, not typical for a Town Hall 9, so they won't really know.
Well, and I don't know what it is, but I just feel like after this update, the Town Hall 10s have changed a little bit. Like they
feel a little weaker.
They do, and I don't know why, but they just seem that way to me. I could be wrong, but they just.
And to be honest, Town Hall 11 feels a little light to me. I was expecting it to be a lot more difficult. Heck, we'll have on the screen to the replays today from JTJ4. Alaska did a hit up into a Town Hall 11 as a Town Hall 10, and 2-starred it. So, and it, you know, it was a mid-level Town Hall 11 at the time. I think it was like, you know, level 8 Warden and max heroes and, you know, typical. So it's really interesting to see that, you know, it's like, so what is Town Hall 11 really? Is it like
here we go.
And we're off. So we got double multis in the mid, level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's going to 7-go at Diggs.
Looks that way.
That's what we were
Taking kind of
debating.
a
It looks a little wide to me, though. On
yeah.
on his 2 edges there. I would have pulled one in. I've seen people have a little more success with like, sorry, dog, but
Andy's broadside in the Infernos.
oh yeah, he is. You're right.
See, that CC killed that whole cut team up at 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're coming to take down the mid. So he's battling quite a bit there, right in the middle.
Sorry, I muted myself while my dog was having hernia. But yeah, usually we'll see like the a lot of people will try entry points that are here, here, and here, for example, and they'll try to actually push in from that, and then the drive team is from this position.
Uh-huh.
And when he went a little wide, when we've done this 7-goes so many times, what we found is that that's just, it ends up not getting your mid team focused enough. They don't drive quick enough to the mid, I guess.
And you don't want to broadside those Inferno towers.
But it's hard as a hit up. I mean, it's even worse.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would be really helpful to get your advice about how to improve that for next time.
Yeah, and there are in the book, right? So on all the replays of Town Hall of our Super Sundays, there are of 2 or 3 hit ups from Town Hall 9s into Town Hall 10s. You just look in the book and look under Town Hall 10, and the first word of the attack will be hit up.
I think we've had a few of those as well.
Yeah,
But they
so
tended to be against single.
oh,
barrels.
okay. So you think so? The couple that I
That
think the
was
two,
why we went for that.
yeah. So I think the big keys that Diggs pointed out was going broadside against the multis. You would never usually want to do that, even even if you were Town Hall 10, you would come at it from the side.
Yeah.
And then the other thing would be, no, I think just a little wide on the breach points. Just kind of the way I drew them would be a little better, but not bad, Munster. You can't be ashamed of that. Let's see. If
The main technique was there.
Munster, where am I going now? I went into the clouds. I don't even know. I'm on. Oh, I hit Jimbo's profile somehow. Okay. Anybody else, Kitty, that wants to go live, or should I?
I think there's a few.
Oh, well, they're just lined up.
Yeah.
They're not afraid anymore. Banny Venics has gotten just immune to the whole process.
You wouldn't catch me doing it for sure.
But he should have been able to do it. I mean, while we're waiting here, poke me if they start, Kitty.
Okay, I will do.
But I'm gonna look at that attack a little bit while we're waiting for Mumster. But yeah, so maybe like Diggs, like the penetrations could have been here.
There is one in now. Lick, he said he was.
Oh, he's ready.
Yeah, he's actually in, but he's still got the watch live button. He's on number 17. It is quite a low one, but.
My clouds are so slow. Okay, Lick. Here we go. Town Hall 7. I'm feeling pretty good about this right out of the
hope
gate.
so.
As soon as my words Town Hall 7 came out of my mouth. So why is he not shot one of the ADs at this point?
I don't know.
He's
And
going
he's going right into the air sweeper.
maybe he's disconnected, or he's decided he doesn't feel like it's necessary. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take this base old school. I'm going to go right in the face of it, and I'm going to lightning one of the builder huts at the end for emphasis. But no, now he's got it down.
It's a mini account, so.
Yeah.
We
And
tend
you
not
know
to
that
class
it's
much, do we?
interesting the Town Hall 7s now with the changes, they don't get a lot of love, but still really the difficulty level of the Town Hall 7 is the same. It hasn't really changed with the patch. So
No.
it was easy-ish before. There's certain bases that give you a little more headache than others, but as long as you do, I think, this lightning type attack that Lick is doing here, you can't go wrong, really. It's just too overwhelming. There's not enough air defense there to slow it down.
Yeah. It's going to be a tough war, so these 3 stars are going to really help.
Kitty, you're always a fan of the little guy coming in, contributing where they can.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would like. I would
Why
like.
wouldn't you?
I would like that. I would like to let them have that moment in the sun. And he's done. And the Lick actually has a Town Hall 10 account, right? In another clan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's no stranger to the game.
I think you can be braver then, can you, with your Town Hall 7 attack?
Yeah, I think you can try a lot of different things as a Town Hall 7 and nobody will make fun of you. Nice water bottle, says Korg. Korg, I gotta keep myself hydrated, you know? I'm thirsty. That's what I'll type in the chat. I'm thirsty. You watch out, or I'll start eating like buffalo wings or something. So any others, Kitty? You want me to look at it? We were going to look at Wren's before we had that weird power problem.
Yeah, well, Andreas on number 8 in the last war, they cleaned up one of Bren's.
So prior to Hellas Legacy. So okay. So Pink Lion.
Yeah, and then look at that, spoiling our lovely green page.
Oh, they beat you.
The
Bugger.
level 8 clan, they were quite.
They were
We
good.
went-
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
went over and congratulated them.
Oh, now see, such sportsmen. So Andreas's attack.
Yeah.
All right,
He's-
let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So it's Town Hall 8, mid to max level with the expos
Town Hall
being up.
9, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Town Hall 9. And then 80666. Trigger to the drag. He's going to do the 2P TK. Did he miss the dragon there? No, he got it.
No.
A little close, but yeah, he got it. Patience. I think he could drop the other's poison now. Oh wait, I could speed it up a little bit. It is a replay. Yeah, I'm so used to, you get used to live, then you just sit there and be like, man, this feels slow.
Oh, I'm just watching the current
So then he ran.
monsters getting hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the golems ran to the mid. It's basically a max attack is what he's running. Nope. He's using heal spell on the outside, so no, it's not. So that's just really a bad base design. I mean, the guy gave him access to, with just some wall breakers here at 6. He drove in with, wasn't that 3 golems? And he just then owned the mid and could run off that with distract.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not use this base design. In this
It
beat,
held off a few
Ren,
others, you
Ren
know.
had some trouble with this.
I think so.
It always looks
It'll kill
obvious.
me now.
It always looks obvious when you see somebody
you
else
see it.
3 stars. Like, well, you are so dumb because, like, duh, right there, right?
Because Andy wasn't really very keen to try and follow.
Oh, to go
But,
3 go?
No,
Well,
to
and the other
follow-
thing that's interesting is
follow
usually
Ren, but
if I saw 3 go, I would think you were doing max attack. I would have thought you'd do spells in the mid and then, heal the hogs. Don't heal the hogs, and he healed the hogs, and it still worked. So, what the hell do I know? So you flipped it around a little bit, Andreas, and it still
Well,
worked.
yeah, he had to make a few tweaks because it didn't quite come off before that. I'd be quite interested to compare actually the one that didn't work.
Yeah. Any others in this war that I should gander at?
Um,
Yeah. No?
oh,
None that
I've
were-
got a couple of good ones, but
Oh, was this your 6-star war, right?
yes.
Well, let's show one. Wait a minute.
I've got, well, which would you prefer? There's hogs or there's...
Well, which one do you think's more impressive?
I think probably the Labyrinth's more impressive, but I would have, because the hogs was quite tight, but I would appreciate feedback on that one more.
And this is in the Pink Lion war or the current war?
Yeah, that one.
Against 11?
No, I think I was 6 and 7. No?
Oh, there you are. Okay, 7 you want to see or 6?
6 is the hoggy one.
That's the one you want feedback on?
Yes, please.
All right. Well,
'Cause I can tell you what I
Did
was
A
thinking,
did
it
A
didn't
boy give
quite-
you feedback? Because I would take his advice over mine.
No.
No, he didn't. All right. Good. Don't ask him then. The trigger looks good. I'm assuming the poisons are coming here shortly. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
So far so good. Wow, why did you go offset against the,
That's what I'm
the
trying
queen?
to remind myself why. I watched it this afternoon and I thought, because there was obviously a
Yeah.
reason.
I mean, because you don't really get, I would have said like, well, if there was Broadside Expo, but both of them have the same kind of 45 degree at the Expo line. Either way you come at it.
I think it was the...
Let's just keep going. We'll see if something exciting happens.
Yeah.
Tesla, perhaps? Well, Tesla didn't help you out, so that you couldn't plan for.
I think it was just so that I could jump straight into the core.
You could have done that. Oh, true. There is that. Yep, no wall breakers required, and you didn't bring any.
No.
Well, it didn't do you any harm. Queen's tied up. That Expo's tied up.
On the backside expo.
Yep, everything looks pretty
That's what
good.
I was really wanting to get that.
And you didn't wait too long. Now, see, this is interesting. You brought your hog team in from 6. I kind of like that, actually.
I thought I would have flanked this.
And 12.
Yeah, so, I mean,
Yeah.
you're squeezing, basically, from both sides, because you've got the distract in the mid for those 2 golems are going to die right about
That's what I
now.
wondered if I'd made a mistake with that.
No, I think that was right. Wow, there's a lot of bombs in that mid. So
Yeah,
basically it
if I
wiped your
could've healed
whole
that.
hog team. There's 4 bombs in that middle. Wow, you were lucky to get past that.
Yeah, and the king did get all my, my hogs, I think.
Yeah, because, yeah, I don't know. Because, you know, that's the only non-standard part of what that attack was, is when you came in from 6, and that's what got you in trouble. Not that I'm not sure if that's bad or good, but when you came in from 6 and the top, it put both teams in the mid. And I guess if you would have looked at the attack beforehand, you knew that the mid was where the bombs were, or your bomb risk was there. There's a lot of gaps.
That was a fresh attack. It hadn't been scouted or anything.
Yeah, let's take a gander, though. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you.
So the if you mark the wrist spots, that's it, right? Unless it's
Yeah.
outside. I mean, it could be here,
Yeah, that,
Could be
I
those
was kind
spots.
of thinking they would be there.
but that's just 2, right? So then you're like, so I know that there's a lot of risk there. So you'd be like, well, it's kind of like when people like to do the that new hog diamond on Town Hall 8. If
Yeah,
the
I've
bombs
done
are
that
all
one.
in mid, or if the bombs are all in one side of deployment, all in the external, it really messes up the attack. So in this case,
Yeah.
a squeeze really brings the 2 together in the mid at the same time, and if the bombs are there, it can really do what they want, which is to hit the hogs all at the same time. So surgical, or like a circle C type of angle, like where you came like this, would have
That's
been
what I was,
yeah.
you think that would have been better?
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I have a positional statement of like, you know, if you're looking and you can see the DGB threats are mid, and you can drive mid like you did with the, what was that, 2 golems? Yeah, so you took 2 golems and your royals went into mid, and they survived quite a while. Then I would say you would just rotate around that and move, because you know there's not a lot of damage, and then just
I think that would have been a bit less
circle C
scary.
reinforce, you know, come around the edge, and then they die out. Although you did take these out early, which is, you know, one of the bigger hog risks, getting those down. So I don't know. I'd be 50-50. I'd maybe ask A-Boy too what he thinks.
Sure.
But yeah,
Thank
definitely you should be worried about the middle if you see those DGBs, those spots like that, those 2x4s, fresh or not. You should be like, well, what if those DGBs are in the mid? Will my style work?
Cool.
You know, that attack actually is probably with that gaps in the middle. That's more of a 3-go max type of attack where you get into the mid and you sustain that mid team with the spells, and they just sit there, draw fire, and your hogs come in unspelled.
That's true. My royals are a bit weak. That's the only thing that scares me about trying to keep
Yeah,
a
but they
kill
would have
squad
had
going.
you would have had 2 heals on them and a rage, so they would have lived there a long time.
I'll try that.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you.
Could be wrong. Oh, and Ren got a 99% on that base that
Yeah.
Andreas hit.
Yeah.
Okay. What else
That's
we
a
got?
shame.
Anything else exciting?
Well, I'm wondering, there was some very excited language in the current war after Black Diamonds hit, so I'm wondering if that was a good one.
Oh, Black Diamond did something interesting. Let's take a look then. Hellas Legacy. Which one did he hit?
Have a quick look.
Andreas. Which one is he? Did he get hit, maybe? Did he defend?
Or maybe he was commenting on a hit. Oh, I'm
He
sorry.
might have
I should have.
defended. Here, let's look.
It could be. Never mind.
Mumster Mumster held off and almost getting 3 stars, so that was good.
91. Oh my
That's good.
goodness.
And then, yeah, all right. Either way. So no other real exciting ones, right?
They started when I was setting up with you, so I haven't really looked at them. So I'm not
Okay.
saying they're not.
Well, we can come back. Why don't we try...
Let me just check there wasn't somebody ready to go right now.
Yep, let's head over to COC Hitman,
Okay.
unless somebody says that they want to go.
Oh, Stevie's he's ready to go in if he just gets a.
Oh, he's
golem
waiting
to it.
on a golem? All right.
Yeah, shouldn't be wrong. Honest.
When you get to JTJ4, will you look at my attack from Radoya Idota base, Surgical Hogs? Okay, I'll
It
try
says 3 minutes.
to
Nah, we're
remember.
not sitting for 3 minutes.
Yeah, we're not that patient.
No. I'll just say we'll be back.
We're doing a 3-star attempt soon. Who is...
Oh, wait a minute, it says thank you, Andy. I think he must have got it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
he's
wonder
ready
if...
to go.
Who?
They're
Oh.
just deciding who's going first.
Oh, there's somebody else ready to... You do it. You go first. No, Dan, you go.
DD first, and then I think it's Spielberg, our resident 2.
Banny
Not
Venics.
this.
They are not afraid. Okay, we're ready. Okay, says Steedy. Okay, we're waiting. We're waiting, Steedy. I cannot go to the JTJ3 war yet. Mid to genetic 24. The plan was to go to COC Hitman first, but when I get there, I can look at the attack if you remind me, or if it's still live, I could do it live then. Don't forget.
This is another hit up that Studio will be doing, of course.
Oh yeah? Okay. On which one is this time? What we learned from
Oh, he's going to try and do the one that Monk's hit.
Oh my. Let's see if is he going to incorporate any of the tips.
He might not have heard yet.
Oh, he's doing a different type of attack. I like the 4Q at the beginning. That's going to open up the mid for him.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to mass. Now the concern you got to have with that is the AOE. He's going to be able to bull rush that one mortar and the whiz tower, and then these guys on the flanks. Yeah, he might do all right. And plus, those wizard towers are pretty weak. So this one actually might be somewhat interesting. Nice cover. Nice cover for his wall breaker. Notice how he put the giant down first. Get his wall breakers in on the wall. This isn't his first rodeo.
No. He's done quite a few hit ups.
All right. Oh,
He
the
actually
dragon.
started Town Hall 10
The
once.
dragon will be totally confused by these mass of Larrys running around.
Oh, look, a freeze.
This will be the one time I will say you don't have to worry about the CC because there's so many skeletons running around. Now here's the key moment of this attack. You need the Larrys to go to mid.
Yep.
You got it, because if they don't go mid, if they don't go
I
mid,
saw the good in.
Does he have enough in there?
Yay.
he's got a few. He's got
Yeah.
about 4.
Yeah, I'll get that.
Come on.
I think he does have it. Nicely done. Yeah, because
Very
that's
nice
the problem.
attack.
That's the problem with the witches is if you don't funnel, and it's like I don't even know how to. I worry more about probably too much about the mortars, the AOE effect.
Mm-hmm.
But he got it to flow in really nice. And he doesn't really have natural breaks. Well, he has one right there in terms of no buildings. See that little line right there? Oh, he does. He had
yeah.
2. Oh, he took it. That's what worked. Look at that right here
Yeah.
and right here. So basically, the guy built into his base a natural flow because of those 2 gaps in his buildings for his witches to basically see the CC building instead and say, I'm going to mid. So great recognition by Steedy on that
Very
attack.
nice.
Very well done. Nice hit up there. More importantly, nice recognition of the of those two gaps, because that's. I was curious on how it flowed really well, and I was like, well, what? How did that happen? How did that happen? You're a genius, Steedy. You're a genius. Don't let Kitty tell you.
No, he's sitting there saying, "Oh, maybe he should have used faults." Well, yeah, I thought he did really well.
Steedy, let's be honest together now. Let's have an honest moment of honesty. 2-star was the best you're gonna do. So.
I'm telling you.
So what do you want him to do? Why are you saying what? What are you thinking? Do you think you're gonna 3-star the Town Hall 10?
But always aim high.
Here, let's ask another question, Steedy. Let's ask ourselves this question: how many videos have you seen on the internet that show a Town Hall 9 3-starring a Town Hall 10?
I wonder if we videoed that one.
Oh, you have some, or do you? In the archives of Banny Venics.
I've seen Stevie do it.
Dude, come on.
I'm telling you.
Dude.
But like
Not believing.
They were on singles.
Dude, no.
I have tons of them, but then every time I have them,
And then
the
they-
update hits,
and then I lose
then
the
they
replay.
race.
Yeah. You know,
That's true.
and that's
They
why
always
we
do.
never.
I think
That's what
that
happens.
Was one of those.
It's a game resetting event. If you can 3-star Town Hall 10, we're waiting on somebody else now, right?
I'm just going to see if Dan's swinging. That's Spielberg.
I believe.
I think he's on number 5. Is that right?
Yep. That was a good
Because
attack, though.
I'm on number 4. That's the. They put you down to scout that for me, I think.
I might have scouted it. Or did I not scout it yet? I'll do that after
But
the.
I don't think I really.
You don't need a scout.
No, it's the easy peasy one. I've
Oh,
seen you
easy
do a video
peasy.
of that one.
Oh, really? Here, I'll glance at it while we're waiting.
Couldn't remember which video it was.
Twitch
but-
chat. Twitch chat. Frog says to Korg, "Go play somewhere else, idiot."
Fair enough.
Dude.
We have had quite a while.
Oh no! Oh, they're talking to this
right,
other
fair
guy,
enough.
Lightning Scope. Pray to your God. Bow down to ISIS. You're next. Okay, we've got
Oh,
a
dear.
terrorist in our chat. Awesome.
Lovely.
Gonna give it a
Well,
high five.
Jimbo's going in.
Oh,
On number 2. We'll see that and then head off.
okay. Then we can wander over to COC.
I hadn't noticed how much time had gone by. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm trying to be more relaxed now with the. We'll just take our time. We're wandering around. If we're rushed, what fun is that?
This is another hit up, of course. 'Cause
And I've got water, so. Heck, I might be so relaxed. I'll be like, "Hang on a minute, guys. I'm gonna get some water." Get up and be like, "What's up with that?" Hit up on 5.
oh, I wish they'd
You
hurry
play
up.
no music? Mini leader, why would I play music?
Yeah, I thought
Is
you were
my
going to.
is my voice and Kitty's voice and Dig's chortles not enough for you?
Didn't you mention AC/DC?
I am
earlier?
Kitty, you're blowing
Oh,
surprise.
sorry. Jeez. You should have told me it was a secret.
She doesn't know what she's talking about. We never play music on this channel.
God,
We might play music, but
Oh,
usually
these
people
are
play
like
music on the channel when they're not commenting on the attack. So if you really don't value our comments on the attack, then probably this channel's not for you.
They're going really wide again.
It's gone really wide, yeah.
Yeah. And see, I didn't learn that the width thing came slowly over time as we played with where to deploy with, because this style of base became popular about 3 or 4 months ago, putting the army camps in those squares.
I'm sure
And-
I posted your video guide. to them.
I don't think we've done a video about the placement of the 7-go for this specific base.
No.
I don't know. The key is getting those mortars down or whatever defenses in those corners, so then your main group will go to mid. So you have
I've
to be
had
more
real good
patient on
success
this.
with this guy. Those are the breach points.
Yep.
And a lot of times you can do that with two. You can do that with 2 jumps, and then the mid point, because everything's tied up. You can get this guy with wall breakers, and so you can save that other jump for another rage spell or a free spell for the mids, because now he's going to get smoked. There's too much stuff left in the mid. He won't be able to power through that.
It's a shame, isn't it? Because he really geared a lot of that base.
Yeah, I mean he gets the 1-star, which is pretty good. The other thing I would think about is like you're kind of weak, so why wouldn't you have come from 430?
Yeah, I was wondering.
I mean,
Yeah, that wizard tower is weak down there.
I don't know well, maybe he was trying to deal with the queen. But
Yes.
but in Town Hall 10, if you can get away with not engaging the queen, do it.
Okay.
Do it. Do it as a Town Hall 9. Do it as a Town Hall 10. All day
I'll
long.
take that though.
Yeah, 1 star's not bad. We're gonna give you a 7 out of 10. Who was that? Who was doing that?
That was Jimbo.
That was Jimbo. All right, Jimbo. 7 out of 10. Not bad. But don't feel bad. Those specific breach points and stuff took ages for us. Wait, I was trying to look at the. I wanted to see where the queen was on that map. Slowly. Which one was it? Here it is. This one, right? Jimbo.
Number 2.
All right, so I want to look at that, and then we'll head over to COC. Diggs.
Alrighty.
Yep. So see, look, Jimbo, look at this. Look at how the queen's right here, right? So her area of defense is right in front of the town hall. Now, if you've done that same penetration with a lot of your troops are flanking, and then had your queen post, she can be shooting that town hall from right here, never engaging the enemy queen. This multi will also not engage your attacking troop, and you didn't really get, and this will keep that one out, which really is that similar. So exposed, you don't ban it from either angle, but this one's a lot easier. Plus, the king will actually pull your other troops in a little bit. Your king will come in and kind of bounce in a little bit. So anyway, think about it. Something to think about. Even if you make Town Hall 10, void the queen if you can.
That's great.
All right, so where are we going now? COC Hitman, right?
Yep.
All right, I'll be back, Kitty. I'm leaving Banny Venics.
So
I have
I'll
left.
come with you.
All right, you come along on Team Viewer. Let's see. My join will be the password is cheese curds.
That is the password.
Really?
Now everyone knows.
I'm guessing, Kitty. Kitty, if I can guess the password, it's not a very good password. And boom, I'm in. I think every clan should be password of some type of food. And so you just go around. Hello.
You remember Bobby B?
Hello, Bobby BB. Got any live attacks? Otherwise, Diggs, you can tell me what to look at. We'll kick a gander at the war. Current war is not going bad. He is ready, or you're asking if he's ready?
I'm asking. I know that this.
You've gotten better as of late. You had some losses earlier on in your log.
Yeah, we've been getting better as a clan, and we've had some changes the last couple of weeks, and I think we're on the up and up. So, yes, Glix, this is Weirhorn. Rhyhorn, sorry.
Rye, for sure.
Glix really wants his 3-star attack shown on here. He's at Town Hall 8, and he's just learning the hog attacks.
Where's he at?
Had to get him away from the Go WP stuff.
Okay, let's get one Glix in. Let's go to his max. Oh, he 2-starred that one. We won't show that one. Let's take a look. Glix, you're on, buddy. Here we go. We'll get you out of the way early. Okay, 8666 pink walls, Glix. You're going to hog it anyway. Okay. Little trigger, little poison. I see where this is going. We'll 4-speed that. No reason to watch poison. That's slow acting, even at 4 times speed. Ooh, and a V deploy off that. Okay. Yeah, and I like the V deploy over the diamond, to be honest. I think the diamond is very situational.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the diamond.
Oh, I've
It
been using
works.
it a lot.
It's pretty. It's pretty when it works, but it's risky. I think the
I'm not
V
sure
is
if
safer.
It works because there's just so many hogs.
Oh, and I will point out something. Well, we'll leave that for another attack. But this is a nice V deploy. And did you have hogs in the CC? I think he did. Yep, he did. So, well, we'll look at another attack. But that Glix was not bad. So next, Dick. Wow, that's just unfortunate. But next up, Glix, we need you to be working on your surgical placements. So watch your V deploy and how those defenses they targeted and see if you can click manually on those defenses versus just spreading.
I'm telling you, he has come a long ways in the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, his hog attacks were terrible. And, I mean, they were bad. He'll tell you this, but he's come a long ways in the last 2 weeks.
Well, that's what I like about
Much
the
better.
Vdeploy, is that it gives you a way to have some success and then begin to feel like, maybe I can play this game. And then you can, alternate trying Vdeploy and surgical till you get comfortable with surgical, and then you can do surgical all the time. Have some more water. Frog? Dude, Frog's gonna put Frog. Frog is in the corner. Frog is mouthing me on Twitch, so he's now in the corner. I'm not gonna talk to him anymore. I'm telling you. All right. So what else, Diggs? Should I look at anything for the COC?
Yeah. Let's see here. Drew he wants to do a live attack, so
Is he ready?
yeah, let me.
Otherwise, I
Get
might
him a
take a look at
poison real
ancient.
quick.
I might.
Real
Oh, is he
quick.
ready? Okay. Otherwise, I'll look at Ancient Warriors 2-star.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Do that first.
Okay. It's 80%. So I'm just curious how he pulled off 80% on a Town Hall 10. Ooh, and it's a max Town Hall 10. Ancient Warrior. You are feeling
That's
spry.
Jimbo.
You're feeling spry this day. So he 4 Qs to get penetration in the mid. Just hammers his golems right in from 12. No fear.
No, he's just wrapping everything, and we're going at it. He does that a lot, and he's gotten a lot better, but he has gotten better with.
Well, here's what he did right in that attack. So he had the multi-single setup, and he went with basically that was a go wee whiz. So he had a certain set of witches, and he went against the multi first. Hold on a minute. This is a hit down. I just saw the Grand Warden flash.
Yeah, he's the Town Hall 11.
Okay, now I'm less impressed. Still nice, but you don't get as many points, Jimbo. You get less points when you hit down. It's called nuking. Look at you with your level 16 Warden. You are got to be the greatest farmer of all time. I'm just kidding, Jimbo. Here, frogs. Here, frog. This is to you, buddy. I'm drinking right now. But yeah, you can definitely see that with the Warden, it's 16, and he's also got his witches are maxed, and that's what a lot of guys are running is that witch combination. They're rolling 10s with that a lot. And a lot of guys are actually rolling 10s with just well, we'll just leave it at that. It's definitely a nice attack. So nukes of 10, 11s into 10, definitely you're going to see a lot of 3-star nukes.
He has been 2-star in the Town Hall 11s. There's just not any Town Hall
somebody
11s in
in.
this war.
Drew, I lost it. Too slow.
Oh, everybody else jumped on.
Oh, is it full? It's full. They all want to watch. Well, while they're watching that, who else in your clan is pretty good at Town Hall 9? Span Clash?
He's a Town Hall 10. He's a Rush Town Hall 10, and again, he was not 3-star in much of anything, and he has again come a long way to where he can.
What is he?
Can nuke anywhere.
What's he nuking with?
And he's getting better with the 7-go. I did not watch his attacks this war.
Shall we watch?
Tom, he does air attacks.
Who's
but
Tom?
He's Thomas.
I see 2 Bobby B's and I see Bizbop in Kingdom. Let's see your attack. Is this you, Bobby B?
Yep.
What'd you do there? Is that a nuke?
No.
Okay, it's
They're
a
Town
9.
Hall 9s.
Okay.
But they're weak.
Entry level. Okay, less exciting, but now we're here, so we're going to go through it.
Sailor base.
Little trigger, little poison. Take a moment, talk to your friends. Well, your deployment of your loons wasn't bad. I've started to include the word surgical with loons because I'm like, why wouldn't you say surgical loons if you're going to say surgical hogs?
It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Totally.
same redundant word. But anyway, the expos were down. That really helped you. I never get why people first go with expos down with their defenses, and then they realize that they need to have those up. Because it's so easy for people to go air on you if your expos are up.
Okay.
I mean, go down if they're down. I'm in the clouds again. Okay, I'm back. Wow, Drew is just... What's the chat saying he's doing? Good luck. Oh, not much. Nobody's commenting. We don't get any comments in COC Hitman chat about what's going down. There's no banter.
At least then you don't have to worry about censoring it.
But it's going in long into the time, so how's he doing? 1. Oh, too bad.
Didn't get it? 1?
No, it sounds like 1 according to MPG, which I assume is MGP.
Well, he said that this was his first Golem and Hog attack, so that's what he said earlier. I said, well, let's just run it and see what happens.
Is he a new Town Hall 9?
Yeah. But if you want to watch, we could go with one Span Clashes hit downs, I guess. Or do you want to keep
I'll
it
watch
at level?
1. I'll watch 1.
All right.
We tend not to do too many nukes or hit-ups we like to see, because those are a lot more difficult. Nukes we don't do as much, because really if your clan's operating efficiently, you shouldn't have a lot of nukes going down.
Right.
So we focus on what you need to be learning, not what you shouldn't have to do. But it's actually similar to Ancient Warrior's attack, you know, that he's got the 4 Quake with the mid penetration, and then the golems drive that off witch backing. Oh.
Or you remember Maximus guy?
I like the hog movement isn't bad. Yeah. And there's actually, you know, when you think about Town Hall 10 to Town Hall 9, you get the extra camp and the extra spell. And CC's got extra 5. So it's not like it's just a slam dunk for him.
No, but he rolled. I mean, those golems they haven't even split in 2.
Yeah. Might have been a little more, I think his hog teams were a little, well, he did have 3 witches, though. 4. Yeah, he was light on hogs, that's why. 3 is a 3 go. I think I would, were the spells used in, here, let me play it again. Was it a max, or were the spells on the outside with the hogs? I think it was a max. Let me check. Because anytime I see 3 go with the 4Q, I really think it's, you probably need to be thinking max. I'm assuming he did max. So there's the rage. Question is where? Yep, it was a max. Okay, good. Freeze. No, don't. No freeze. Rage would have been better.
Yep.
Yeah, so I would
Especially
say
to those walls.
I really think the freeze is going to be a distraction for Town Hall 9. I don't think it's really going to help you. And the only reason I can tell you that is because it was horrible for me when I had it as an entry-level Town Hall 10. A level 1 freeze is a horrible thing.
I think he did use it in that hit-up.
Yeah, I still don't like it. I don't. I mean, I never could. I just feel like there's other spells that can really, you get more oomph out of it. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but, you know. Who else should we look at, Diggs? How about, did you have in the prior war any Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 11s?
Let me look here.
Oh, you did. Here's Ben's. Let's take a look at Ancient Warriors hit on Ben's. Oh, replay not available. No love. Your war was too late. It was too far back. So it's just this war, Wild Man. So anybody else want to go live, or any other attacks you think I should poke at before I wander off?
I think that's the only one we had going live. We missed that, but this was a smaller war for us, so
Okay.
I think that's about it there.
All right then. Let's go poke around and take a look at, see if we can get into the affiliate on affiliate clan war. They were
we
able
got an
to,
arranged war here.
yeah, the Halls of Triumph.
Hmm.
Required trophies. I'm already in a clan. Well, then I guess I'll leave. I guess I'll say bye first. See ya, guys. High five. Leaving. Yes, I want to leave. Let's go over to Halls of Triumph. We'll see if they're triumphing over the clan that nobody knows what the name means. Come to check out the nation war. Dink. See if they let me in. We'll give them a few minutes. Oh. Who is this? Can you go to Fight Club instead of JTJ3?
I know, I read that. It's funny, isn't it?
You're not an affiliate, dude. All right, here. We'll say if you were an affiliate, we could. But otherwise, no. Sad face. There. Ah, they're not letting me in. This is always the problem with the hey drop in concept. Because people are like, who is this in the trench guy? Maybe then go and show our attacks on their bases. I already told him that we don't show attacks on our bases. Why would we do that? Typically we don't show attacks on our bases.
If you're at war against us, this is exactly how you want to attack my base.
Term idea.
Well, it's obviously current war. Do they have
well, they like the idea and they'd like to show their attacks, but
and then you talk through how to improve it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it could be. You could see it as a reverse incentive. They're all tripled, need new ones anyways. That's an incentive.
Oh, there's that. Oh. Yeah, we'll play one.
Dude, so now Alipi wants. I'm online right now. What's the clan tag? Poor Magenic 24. He's like, man, I'm sorry, Magenic, or I don't even know what your name is. I'll just call you Nick 24. Nick 24, dude, we'd love to show your attacks, but we can't. It's just it's a policy we have. We don't show for the host clan. We don't show the bases of the host clan, even though it might be right for them to like get incentive to change their base because they got 3-starred. Because otherwise, who would want to be on the show? Who would want to show their stuff? Nobody. So we just show our enemy stuff because, you know, we don't care. We don't care about them. Alipoli. Well, and while you're Chief, tell me what Alipoli means while I'm trying to look you up then.
Sounds Greek, doesn't it?
You think it's Greek?
I don't know.
It better not be a bad word.
Alright, I'm going to Google it.
It better not be some, like, nastiness. Wait, am I creating a clan? That would be bad. Wait, I gotta leave a clan. I'm not in a clan. Oh my gosh. Ollie. This is why I try to do it beforehand. P-L-Y. Ollie Polly. Okay, Ollie Polly. I put it down. Show hits on my base. Sure, I could do that, Nick 24. I will show hits on your base. Oh my lord. Aliply.
You didn't set an O, did you?
Dude, look, you see it right there. I don't like your base. It sucks. Come on, let's be nice to each other in Twitch chat. I know we're warring, but you don't have to be mean. Oh, wait. Who's Magenic? Oh, wait, okay. So, Zortan, I put in Alipoli. I'm not getting it, dude. Is it in my list? No. So I need the clan tag.
Are they not the ones who? Are you not lined up for the halls of whatever their name is?
I tried to get in the halls of triumph, but no one's let me in.
Is that not there?
The halls of triumph have decided I am not ready for that. I'm not ready to enter Valhalla. I have not.
You don't appreciate your gardening skills. That's...
Clearly, I mean, look at the work I've been doing trying to get these Christmas trees in here.
That is some work right there.
See, I mean, look, I got 4 gardens. I'm trying to get some trees right here. Trying to get some trees right there and right there and right there. And then 4 corners here. I was hoping to get that Christmas tree in one of those spots, but no, of course. And sure enough, while I'm gardening, when they roll out the update, they increase the border side. So now I can't control it spawning on the border, so now it's even harder to garden. My life is very difficult. Just want to let you know. You know. But, you know, I'm a patient guy, so however long it takes. All right, I'm trying to get to your clan now. 8YC, 8Q, 2R9. Here we go. All Polly. All right, let's just... He should let me in. So this is the war going on in the nation between two clans. One named Alapali, and we don't know what it means. What the hell says live like Larry? Larry, calm down. Larry, calm down.
Larry's upset.
Larry, calm down.
I googled it. The only thing that came up was it's one of the many clans in the popular game Clash of Clans.
Record 5, 1, and 2. They're a brand new.
Yeah.
And they're, let's see, are they crushing? Are they crushing them? Well, the Warlock's not bad for a new clan. Let's take a gander. Oh, they haven't even started yet.
Oh, it's Deer Hunter.
Oh, Deer Hunter's here. Oh, good job. Deer Hunter's a ex-GNR, or an ex-JTJ guy. What, so, what attacks? What attacks should I look?
This is the one where people have come from...
Clearly we're not going to look at the war because it hasn't started yet.
No.
Well, I'm not going to wait for the war to start, Zortan. That's not...
2 hours.
Hey, just hang out for an hour.
Let's just chat, you know? All right, settle back. Everyone, just hold on. But while we are here, let's take a look at one attack. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at Zortan's attack right here. 100%. I mean, he got us here. He wanted us to come to the clan. I tell you what, I may come back at the end of the show and see if it's still... God forbid we're still going 2 hours around. I would need to go get another bottle of water. Frog, get me another bottle of water, will you? All right, let's see here. So Town Hall 8. You're trimming with the dragons. 8666. Oh, this actually I like, Zortan. I've been seeing a lot. Oh, 105 light. And then the Rage Haste. Yep. And that's what I've been seeing is that the people have been using the extra spell slot for haste, and then the Rage coupled with haste for your loons, which are in the CC, really enable 8666 bases, which used to be like almost impossible for air to take out. Possible. And there's another replay we maybe will see from Main where the guy did something similar to this. And he ended up with like, it was a max Town Hall 8 base, pretty well laid out, ended up with like 6 dragons left and some of his loons. It was crazy. So, good attack. Good attack, but, so now you're on the list. Alapali. Have a seat, have a drink. I am looking at your prior war. I'll look at one more of your prior war, and then we'll maybe come back. We'll see.
I guess I could do a JTJ attack live.
Oh, you're gonna do a live attack? You know what's great is when you do the live attack, BK would do his live attacks, then he talks to us while he's doing it, and gives us like
that was amazing.
He gives like commentary. That's what we really want, Diggs. We really want people to get on and do live attacks, and then like be like, in a nice way, give us commentary. And just like NASCAR, where people really watch NASCAR to see the car wrecks, we're watching to see you kind of just, you know.
Well, this might be a train wreck because this is not anything that this attack I'm going with is not any. It's not a 7-go that I've done 1,000 times.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Let's have some fun with it.
All right. So let's do Purger, unless Zortan has another. He does not. All right. So let's do Purger. Let's see. Oh, what kind of war is this? It's a Town Hall 7 in the number 2 slot. You guys must be like, this must be like a Town Hall 6-7 clan. I'm thinking. And Zortan is the leader at Town Hall 8. The courageous, powerful Town Hall 8, shepherding his small friends along. But it looks pretty good. I like it. I like the lightning, Purger. And even a little backside king action. You get multiple style points for that. And a level 2 dragon. So you weren't cheating. You definitely weren't a hit down. Alright then, Allioply. I'm just gonna keep saying this word until it sounds right. Allioply. I'm a shape herder. Okay, we'll try to come back. Maybe. I'm old, Zoroton. I might pass out. Frog won't give me any water. I'm gonna just die of dehydration. Okay.
Frog.
Dang it, Frog. All right, so now we'll go to. I think that was all the affiliates. So now let's go to. Shall we work through the JTJ clans in reverse order? Start with 4 and work up to main, even though it doesn't matter. They're all the same. 2, 3, 4. All are treated the same.
If you want me to go live,
then I need to come to main.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well.
Okay.
Before we go through all the feeders.
All right. We'll leave Allioply as they ponder their righteous war inside the nation. And I really like that. If we can get comfortable with doing arranged wars, I would like to begin to do tournaments inside of our community where, it's kind of something we're running versus these other guys are coming in and running the tourneys, and it's like, what, at least then it would feel like it's part of a group. Anyway, let me try. I have to keep unplugging and replugging my PC because the power problem continues. But you're ready, Diggs? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
If I can get my power.
What I have here.
I've got the power. I got the power. Does anybody remember that song?
Just a little
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It's on every highlight football reel.
Okay, that's not what I was hoping you'd be remembering it from, but Bryson, Pac-Man. Where's
I have a
me?
heal spell, which is not really what I would do, but
oh, right
we'll
on.
go with
Right
it.
on. Okay, here we go. Let us go to JTJ Main to see Diggs do a live attack. There's me working hard. And by the way, I'm loving the new shield system. I don't care what anybody says. The more I use it, the more I like it. I love it. Because, let me give you an example while we're waiting for Diggs to get ready. So today, I did a series of attacks this morning, where I'm basically trying to stay online. And so I do, 6, 7 attacks. And then personal break comes, right? Forces me out, get defense, I lose. And but then I get 13-hour shield. And I know that I've got Super Sunday coming up, but I'm like, well, I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to sit and shield. I'm going to do one attack, refresh my army so I'm ready. And then when Super Sunday's over, later tonight at 6, I'll start up. I'll burn through my shield. I'll play through to personal break, and I'll end again. And it's just like a perfect, to me, it really feels nice. I think you can really begin to organize your time around, okay, I've got this much time with personal break, and if I attack these many times, I'll burn up this much shield, and this is when I'll have to actually be dedicated to playing. And if I can't, it's just I think it's very good. People are giving it a hard time.
I'm getting nowhere near the personal break time now.
No, you never even get close to it.
No.
Oh, Diggs is like, I'm tired of listening to you.
Story over.
I'm in. I'm in. All right, he's going to do a 4Q.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to comment, Diggs. If it throws you off, don't comment.
No, it doesn't matter. We got this one anyway. We should.
This war, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only reason I'm doing this attack.
So what is this attack? I mean, so you went really wide and dropped that golem at 6. Was that the trigger golem? What's okay? So it's witches and wizards.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna flow them in here and just.
Okay, I see the plan.
I've been working with the rage.
You're hoping to rage that. Oh, you did rage down that single. Question is, can you power through those Teslas now?
Yeah.
You got 2 witches. Oh, Tesla just smoked
Yeah,
them.
my percentage is low.
You got a lot of troops down low if they don't die. Uh, so
This is a bad attack right here. But,
yeah, well, so you'll have to tell us what you were thinking
well,
versus
I
just
was
doing a
thinking,
classical, like maybe a 5-go wee whiz or something else.
Going to get the 2 though, isn't it?
yeah,
Oh, he
but
will
that's
get the
bad.
2.
That's bad.
See, Diggs knows.
All right.
Diggs knows when he's been a bad attacker. You go in the corner, Diggs. That's horrible.
Well, this is
I don't care if you gave me 2 stars. Get that horrible stuff out of here. Take that off the board. We don't want that. As a clan, we reject those stars. No, but here, let's look at the attack and tell me why you were doing that, because I didn't get it.
all right.
I know
well,
it didn't
first
work,
off,
but what were you thinking? What were you
first
thinking?
off, it was going against singles. The EQ, you can go to mid, and I've been playing with these level 3 witches, and
From the CC.
yeah, and raging through the mid. I have had a few 3 stars on Town Hall 10s where I'm doing like a 6-go or a 5-go, and instead of bringing another jump, bring some wall breakers or whatever. So, and then double raging through the mid. And
Why didn't you bring more witches though? Why not? So you had 3 witches plus 2 in the CC, so you had 5. I think that's light. I think you overdid the. I would have dropped another golem and brought 2 more witches. Don't you think?
Yeah, probably should have.
I mean, why wouldn't you just? I mean, I saw.
I mean, but there were some problems with deployment. There's a lot of problems with that. And I don't know what I was doing with these 5 wizards that I just threw out to the middle of nothing over there at the end.
Okay.
But
No, but I get you. So you were trying to mass it. You were trying to get some volume on the field.
I was just trying to see how far I can push this double rage.
Oh, so you're playing with double rage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And I had a heal
put that
spell,
down in your
which I would
logbook.
have
You know
never
that lab
brought,
book
but-
that we used in college that had the black and white cover? Flip that page, page 16, and write test number 34, double rage to mid. Didn't feel right.
Did not feel right. Well, I had a heal spell, which I should have dropped and made another one, but we were going live. I was like, this is
Let's look at
should be able to 2-star this thing.
here. We can take a look at some of our Town Hall 11 attacks, and I'll make fun of myself. Here is me hitting their Town Hall 11. I'm trying to use, as Diggs is experimenting with double rage, I'm experimenting with the Queen Healer, Queen Walk as an opening after a double poison, and I forget the double poison here, if you notice. I'm like, let's go. So I bring the hog down, and it ends up being okay. I mean, it's not a big deal that I didn't poison until late, but it worked out. But the interesting thing that I found was not here. It's right. I won as showing my novice as a queen walker. I panic and I use my ability, and I really didn't need to. The only attacking building was the one I was almost done with, and it would have healed up. I would have been fine. See how it's coming back up now? And then I could have raged. I could have used the ability or raged right there. So that was one mistake. And then the other one was I should have held back the witches. Notice how a lot of the witches were lost to flank and went deep in the channel. If I would have had witches late or a golem late to help the queen hold the position here in the mid, because they would have flowed mid if I would have held them, I would have gotten the town hall, and you can see the percentage wasn't a problem. So really that attack, my big issues was I was overexcited. You know, I should have been more more trusting that one, my queen could hold it, and I knew it, but just in the heat of the moment I was like, "Whoa, I'm scared." Push the button, and then I think holding the queen. I think the witches and the golems holding those back. That's the tweak I'll have to play with going forward. And then Mike actually does a similar. People are wanting to see more Town Hall 11s, so I'm just trying to show some more Town Hall 11s. But so Mike had a similar attack on it. Now this eagle I think is not placed well. I'm gonna probably end up hitting this after Super Sunday. I'm cooking the troops, but I would think your typical eagle, you want it more mid, so that it can rain defense down for a long time. My plan would be is I think you could queen walk down and take that eagle out, and then to start a classical Town Hall 10 attack into it. He does his queen walk, right? He's moving, taking some pain. Rage spell, it's all good.
Yeah, why is that eagle so?
Yeah, so he's got
That's
it.
a bad spot.
But then the weird thing is, so he got the eagle down. So this is now a Town Hall 10 attack, and he dives away from the Town Hall. Like if he would have kept going a little while and dived right here, they'd have been fine.
Yeah, it's almost like he was aiming for the mid.
And I think
not
he
the
had,
Town Hall.
yeah, he had time, right? He had time. He could have even started right at the eagle. Why didn't he start his queen walk right here and just swung it more so his queen walk ends right about here? So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about changing. When I attack, I'll do the same mix. Oh, he was out of time. 334. So he was running tight on time. So I would say move your queen walk up because you want it to... any queen walk, you always want the queen to be finishing on the attack line that gets you to your final target of the next phase. And that final target is right here. And plus you broadsided the expos by coming in from this side. And you broadsided the eye towers. So swinging it all the way over here and coming this way really reduces the pressure on your team. You give up a little percentage in terms of queen walk, but I don't think you needed it. So we'll see. I'll be testing that theory after the show. And no, I will not do it. I could. It's hard for me because I have to click with my emulator to do it. Go ahead, do it. Do it. But yeah, if I do it, then I would have to. Yeah, it won't work out. It would be ugly because I have to click with my mouse. Okay. Well, Diggs, we're done with you, so I'm going to go back to 4 then.
All right.
And then we'll come back to me.
I gotta get going anyway here.
Okay. Thank you for hanging out with us for a little while.
It's been fun.
Well, good. We're
see you guys
glad
later.
we're glad you enjoyed it.
Cheerio.
All right, we'll see ya.
You didn't, Kitty. You haven't even used your mule years yet, or whatever it was. We'll see you in a mule year.
Donkey's ears.
Donkey year. I'll see you in a donkey year.
I'm going to go that as well.
Now you're done. Now I'm out. It's just me now. Oh, let's see here. So JTJ4 had some recommendations. Let's see.
Donkey's ears. Right.
Donkey's ears. I'm going to look that up on the
Meaning
internet.
and origin. I'm looking it up. It's British slang term for a very long time. At least I'm using it correctly.
Yeah, but where did it come from? I get that the British came up with it, but why? That's what we really want to know. Well, you're figuring that out. Let me show. This is actually a hit up by a Town Hall 10 into a Town Hall 11. It's also using that same technique. I kind of walked AK through what I was trying to do, so he tried it out. So here's an example of a hit up using queen walk. Oh, he didn't queen walk. Never mind. I lied. He's just doing a trigger with a 2 PTK, and then looks like he's going to just do a classical Town Hall 10 right at the eagle. So here's what I'd say. This reason why this worked out for AK. I mean, it's a good attack. He's going to get his single star. Might have gotten 2, but they gave him the eagle. The range of the eagle's about right here, where it doesn't shoot anymore. So all this stuff right next to the eagle is not getting shot. Where did all of his spells go?
I thought it had a really wide amount.
Yeah, it does. That's what I mean. So like, if that's why that setup's not so great. I mean, because Lord Diamondback, if he has that eagle there, and if I just break that one box and dump all my golems in there, he's not going to shoot anything. He'll shoot like archers and stuff. So it's like, well, why? It's interesting because I would have thought. I'm looking around to see what other defenses he's leveled up from. Let me watch that one more time. Because I'm curious why he couldn't get to the Town Hall. Because usually AK is pretty solid. Trigger, he's got 3 jumps. So that might have been the concern. So the first jump opens up a lot of space. So I would say that's
That
probably
lava's
where he
still
went.
alive.
That's probably where he went wrong. So when he did that jump on the Expo, it created that L formation that you see in a lot of bases that they actually designed for, where they want your troops to kind of slide past the primary target.
Yeah.
And so he'll end up over here with a lot of stars, and he never gets penetration of the mid. If he would have funneled instead and just drove this box, or even right here where he's kind of more limited to this square, he would have and then jumped the mid here. He could have powered through the mid, I think. And
I'm just wondering if that lava is going to distract anything. It's still alive, isn't it?
It is, but oh, you didn't really poison it down too much. It slowed him down a little. That's the other thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the lavas taken out so they don't. I think they more damage from the pause than from the the hound doesn't do any damage.
Uh-huh.
He definitely got a lot of clutter clear off this side, so his counterpoint might be, well, I might have drove the mid, but I don't know if I would have gotten 50. Then I would say, well, just take this box. You don't want to go all the way down here. I would have tried there. But yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad for a hit up. Let's see what else we got from 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. So we had a Town Hall 10. Number 2 in the BK War. The B&B War. Yep. Number 2. Yep. So this is a 5-go whiz dive. But what was interesting to me is that he dove the Town Hall and was still able to get 72%. Which typically we want to see more of a spread. Maybe it was the CC that kind of helped. A drag CC for a Town Hall 10 is not going to help out. You want something that stalls out the troops. Translation, hound or golem. But see how he dives right to the mid? He's not, but yet he'll end up getting a ton of percentage. Maybe it's because it's base layout with the walkabout.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Because you don't really see, typically you see double width channels. Maybe that's why. Because I don't see that base layout very often anymore, the concentric boxes. Inner box,
No.
outer box, another box. That might be why.
Yeah, a lot now for the new farming bases.
Oh, they're running it more for that? Maybe that's why it showed up again. And then Captain Jack, on number 3, he did a 2-go whiz cut. Fogor whiz, wee whiz dive. And so this is kind of like what I would expect from somebody that just became a Town Hall 10. Right? And it looks like he might be because he's got the 2020 heroes. So he's really doing what you typically would do at a Town Hall 9 where you establish cuts with golems on 2 corners and you dive a middle. I think you'll have a lot more success, Captain Jack, with if he came in from the sides here, kind of like we were seeing with some others, and then let those sides work, and they're actually sustainable. They're not like posting up like your golems are doing, but they actually drive in and have wizards behind them, like 5 wizards on both sides, and then you drop your mid between them. You might get a little bit more penetration to mid, because Town Hall 10 is all about driving the mid. My power just went wonky. There it is. But not bad. We'll bank it up to 4. And then we add the next one I'll look at. See, you still got it.
For those on singles, yeah.
It helped that the eye towers at level 1 aren't too, they don't hurt as much, but
That would have.
I was just wanting to point it out to him in case he was thinking about it. 2P Lloyd on number 4. This is another one I was amused by. He did a 2PTK and then a 4Q 4-go wee whiz wipe, and he barely gets to the Town Hall. And again, it's kind of a breach problem for him, so let's take a look at it. But notice he gets 64%. So you could be saying, why am I beating their chops? Because that's what I do. Oh, this is one thing I didn't like. So this Quake here, you might ask yourself, like, so you're going to dive that hole. It's going to become a dive play. And it ends up working out okay, but that you could get that with a jump. Really, you could have a similar effect and save Dispel. So I would say you didn't need the Quake there. And if you did quake, you could have done it right in the middle of these two. You could have quaked the mid and the outer rings together.
Exactly.
Because it's 6. If you dropped it right here, Lloyd, right there where the queen is, right between, just zoom in, and then right in the line, go tick, 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 right in the line. Because it's, I mean, it is narrow. It can be like, if you miss just a little, it won't work. But if you do it just right, you'll be a happy guy. All right, and 4, we also had, didn't Krusty Killer want something out of 4?
Well, I haven't looked on.
I think he did. Hang on, I'm scrolling back in Twitch. Krusty Killer. Oh, there he is. When you get to JT4, look at my attack from Iota base on 15 surgical hogs. Base 15. Base 15. That must be the current war. Alright, let's look at base 15. I'm assuming this is the one you're talking about, Krusty. You're doing a hog action. Here comes 2 PTK.
Yeah.
Surgical looks good. Nice placement of the hogs.
What's he doing with the giant?
Giant distract so the hog teams don't get shot as they come in. Yeah, so that worked
I
out.
thought you had dropped them.
No, he's good. Actually, you used a lot of good parts there, and I also liked how your CC hogs, which were their max hogs, came in late. Hold those for, as you watch your surgical team go in, watch for which teams get smoked, and then you can deploy to reinforce that line, or at the end of the attack, you deploy them into the side of the base that seems to be not fully penetrated as of yet. Right? So.
Yep. He's saying that's his second surgical hog attack, so.
I think it looks pretty good.
He's
He also had
looking for
another
that.
one in the
Brilliant.
BB war, so let's take a look at that one. He might be a duck to water now with this new stuff. Warlog, BB. He had one here. Which number was it? 16. Let's see what it's got on that.
I missed where you were looking at that one. The one he's written about on Band is against Reddit Iota.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't understand that request.
Okay.
So I'm skipping it.
Okay.
I'm skipping his request.
Let's try to help. So.
You actually have very good. You know, this looks very good. I think we're going to. I'm going to see if I can find my. There it is. There you go, Krusty. I think you've actually been up at Maine before, so if you want to come back up, I think your surgical is just fine. You've got the ticket. The only other one that I had 2 others that I liked in JTJ4. One was lobotomy. Number 17 in the BB war. He actually does the diamond. But notice how the base is very dense. No bombs, risk. I mean, he's got a little bit one here. But all the risks are kind of the outside. And it works like everybody hopes it would. Because there's singles everywhere. And he had one double.
You dropped that really well.
Yeah, I mean, it came...
Mine don't come out so even when I do that.
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice. I mean, so as far as diamonds go, you get points for that. Now remember,
How did he drop them?
With the forefinger, with the when you do this, just like the 4G Barch Wave video talks about,
Yeah,
it's the same technique.
They seem to all come out at once.
No. He was on 4 speed. Here,
It's you're on speed.
here, I'll do it regular
I'm
speed so you can
sorry.
see. Here's
Thank
regular
you.
speed. So he's pausing. Although here, let's speed through the dragon kill.
Oh, yeah.
And now we'll go back to regular speed. And so he starts at 2 minutes flat, and he's done in 2 seconds.
Look.
That's nice. 2 seconds. He's got
That's
every hog is out, and that's 40 hogs deployed in 2 seconds. I think that's what you call defensive overwhelm. And he held. See how he held his CC for a little while and had good read. See how he found the part of the base that his diamond didn't get, and then he dropped it on that, and that's where he came in through. So perfect in all the ways. And as a matter of fact, Lobotomy, why not? If you can pull off the diamond, feel free to come on up. We don't care. We like people that can do fancy things. And this time I'm gonna remember to shut off the image. So there. Now poor Lobotomy is like, you didn't show my replay for the second time. Nope, one time's enough. Moto, you are the last one I'm going to look at in JTJ4. You had a nice air attack showing, kind of like we were talking about before, how the rage and a haste really has made 8666 a viable or a weak, or it's a viable attack option. You can attack it with Dragoon. So he does the 2LQ on one of the ADs, and then here he comes. So basically he's going to single up one of these, and then he's going to do a nice from 5 o'clock. You'll see he'll use the haste to close the distance to where he needs to be dropping, doing damage, and he uses the rage in the damage zone, kind of like a snowman. And I think that pattern, haste to the strike area, rage through.
Yep.
You saw how this made those 5 loons just power that whole segment. And plus he had to distract from the dragons coming in from the other side.
Yeah, he timed that really well, didn't he?
I'd like to see more. I'd like to see more of that style of attack. I think it's really cool. So therefore, you too can have a ticket. Just like everybody in Town Hall 8 from T4. Come on up. Come on. If you want. Or stay down with Alaska because he's cool. Shut off the image. Now we will go to 3. We'll go to 3. There's lesson 3. Oh, wrong. We don't want that. We want this. I always try to read it from this, and I should learn that I can't. 3 is Bryson. There we go. Here we go. Coming into 3. What attacks do we have recommended for 3? JTJ2. 2. So it's just my recommendations. Oh, no, Hardy had some recommendations. On his own attack, he says, 17 hitting 16. Current war. Ooh, somebody attacked me twice. This is blowing my theory of no one attacking me. How dare they? Don't they know? Don't they know that I'm a peaceful man? Oh wait, he said current war. What did he say? 17 hitting 16. Oh, this is the group that wants us to replay their attacks. Midget Nick is probably like, dude, you're here. Show our attack on base 6. Let's see here. Stop calling up the screen team, says Simlin. Sorry, Simlin. Alright, you can't leave, you're on the screen team. Or they could just keep their screen team duties and be in main, Sim. How about that? Whoops, hang on, power. I can't wait till they get the new part. Fix this. That's ridiculous. There we go. Alright, 16 Hardy. Here we go, Hardy. This is all you, man. 3-star, nonetheless. Turned out to be surgical. Original plan was a double rolling C starting at 5 and 4. He thought the DGBs would be at 430. They weren't, so he adjusted on the fly. So this is an on-the-fly attack. So he's like, what? So he gets in there, he's like, my DGBs are not where I thought they would be. Alright. Notice how you didn't trigger the CC. Interesting. You're like, or are you going to do it late game? He's bringing it out. See, I don't think you need to bring it out, Hardy. And then the witches?
I think they just force a habit, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
And he's got the 2 poison, too. You are covered for poison. I do like the hog team size. That was pretty good. It almost looked like a double flank to me, Hardy. Once you cleared that one spot. This is actually, this base hasn't really been redesigned from a Town Hall 7 base. This structure kind of looks like a Town Hall 7 structure. But it worked out. So I'm sure you know. I mean, you could use those. I would have just started your attack with the trigger, the 2P TK, and then I would have done your diffuse steps that you wanted to try. And if those didn't work, then because otherwise you get rushed. You feel like, oh, I got, a lot of things are moving around. It keeps it kind of separated, and you don't have to freak out.
We've been talking about that a little bit today, though, and
Yeah.
A-Boy was saying he's kind of changed his mind and wants to stick with the witches and save one of the poisons for the BK and the skellies at the end.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be interested to see how that goes. But it's interesting, because really, you could or you couldn't. I would say that'd be interesting at Town Hall 9, because Town Hall 9 is still a little tighter. I think Town Hall 8 now is like, we're seeing all different ways to 3 stars, so you could be just, dinking around with, it doesn't matter. It's like, well, it's going to this way, that way, this way. There's a lot of different ways. There's a lot of ways to succeed. Let's look at, though I took a look at the Fall War, and then I will come back. Don't show any of our Town Hall 10s. This is utter BS, bud. Show your bases or leave JT. This is utter. Oh, Nick24 is not happy with me. I can't on the fly address your concerns, Nick24, but I think I've explained my position. So let's see. The Town Hall Fall War. I'll come back though, Nick, and maybe I'll show one base. You never know. You never know. I might be stupid. Let's see. Ridiculous. He's not happy with me. He's like, I can't.
Is this who you're
He's on.
fighting at the moment?
Yeah, he's on the
Fight Club.
He's in Fight Club, and he would like me to show all the Fight Club awesome, and I would, but it would have to, if you were an affiliate, Nick, and you were fighting somebody else, I would show all of your attacks. I would love it. But I want to, when you're an affiliate and we don't show your, like when I go to Banny Venics or if I go to New York Zombie Squad, I won't show unless they approve it, I won't show their defenses because it's a lot of work to make a new defense, whether you think it's good or not. People don't have a lot of time, so it's kind of being more respectful of their time. But anyway, that's the second time I've explained. Let's see. Brian, number 7 in the Fall War.
That's nice.
He had he did a 1-go Whiz KS tri-surgical and then a Goblin on the reserve to do the cleaning. The trigger, I thought, could have been a little cleaner. So watch his trigger. Not sure, though. The surgical was awesome, though. So he gets that dragon out, and what I was worried about is like how long it stayed up, basically punishing the king. I thought a lot of damage was done by that. But then watch the surgical loon deployment. Really good timing.
Excellent.
Yeah. Gets right to mid. Good flow.
Rage 1 haste. Good.
So Brian, as always, that you can come up. Brian used to be in Maine, and he's been helping JTJ3. He does He did a similar attack, also tri-surgical, on 9, but we'll skip that one. Then Scarecrow, who I don't think I've shown Scarecrow before.
Nope.
But he does he has a couple bumbles in his attack, but the solid surgical keeps him in the hunt. And plus his clan, all their expos are down. Again, I don't know why people would be down, but he does his he seems to miss with his poison, but then watch how the dragon loops back into it, so it actually works out for him. But it's hard to do those poisons with the CC and movement and motion. I would rather just do it and trigger it in place and then hit it. But see, this attack would not have worked out if those expos would have been up. It would have been it would have been good night, Irene. So I think there what I was worried about is that if you would have done like loons here, once it's done I'll show you what I was thinking about, because you saw that dragon was a little messy. Here, I'll pause on it. So the loons actually from 8:30. I think this right here, if you come in from here and then hop to here. It's a
Yep.
pretty good trigger, and it's actually a building that you want out for an air attack, right?
True. Yeah.
So it's not, you know, if you invest a little bit and then do your 2 PTK on that,
Mm-hmm.
then you could have driven less on this side, I think coming more this way. You wouldn't be broadsiding the doubles, and you wouldn't take so much damage. So you could come this way, the queen would jump out in response to this coming under attack,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could take her out in this box. But it worked.
Makes sense.
I mean,
Good.
so, but my concern would be is like, so when you face a base it's actually laid up a little bit tighter with the expos up, then you're gonna see why that
Mm-hmm.
would work out a little bit better for you.
Do you think it's just clans who normally face go wipes that,
They don't think about the air.
yeah,
They just
because
let
it
it
is
go.
it's cruel. You don't get it just right.
Let's see here. Then let's see. Had a nice attack on 15. Another Ho-V though, so we've seen enough of those, so I won't show it again, but good attack there. And Dada, you had a nice attack with Quattro Surgical, but you again broadsided the ADs with your KS team, making it a little harder. So you might want to look at that. Should debuff. 2D Ho D spot. Yeah, I think those are the ones I want to show. Now, ask one of the JTJ3. All the basic tribbles shows flaws. Blah de blah 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 blah. Magenic is just talking up a storm in the stream. Wait, let me see if I can find your base, Magenic. I know you said show my base, so let's do that. That'll be my peace offering, my olive branch.
A good idea.
Where are you, Magenic? I don't see you. Are you in Fight Club, Magenic? I don't
This
see.
has got a different name.
Unless it's got a different name in game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's Cree. He's helping us out.
Oh, there we go.
He's
Cool.
like, bring it on. Show my awesome. He's going to show that he's not afraid of showing his base. Why am I in Fight Club?
There we go. Number 4.
Oh, look at me. I found it. Okay. Quick draw. Hit Cree. So and you held a 2-star. So that's pretty good. So I like your base. So you're basically an anti 3-star base. You're offering up the Town Hall. What's he trying to do here? Go wipe with a P.E.K.K.A. What is that? So quick draw tries to go wipe you, and you've got pretty strong walls. So that's a long day at the office, and only one jump. And look at that nice queen defense box. So that keeps his queen from getting pulled. He'd have to break into the box to get to her. Well, you got pretty close though, quick draw. Look at that kill box down at 3 o'clock, just waiting with all those Teslas. Yeah, usually I would say quick draw. You know, you can see here that at the end of the day, the walls held you down. If you would have done something more of like a 3-go press, like coming in here and then maxing and then rotating off of it from the corner, or maybe 3-go against the queen.
Yeah.
You know, and then just sat. But it's very well laid out base.
It is.
Show hit
Yep.
by Asuka on your base 6. That's all I ask.
Oh, he's not getting it, is he?
Can't do it. I can't do it, Nick. I want to. Would love to help you out. But see, if I showed base... Who's base 6? Let's see. Oh, Brian probably doesn't care, but... I can't... But see, like, Brian would then feel like if he had to go out and... Can't quake the middle.
Brian in chat, just...
If Brian would agree in Twitch chat to let you do it, then I would come back. So you should. Oh, here, I'll ask Brian. There you go.
Yeah, that's what I was
Here,
wondering.
I will even ask Nick. Look at me, Brian. Can I show Asuka's attack on your base? There you go. I'll give him my base. Okay. Fair enough point, Nick. Fair. I probably like your base more than his. I haven't seen his base, so. Hi, Rye. Hey, hi, Ninja.
He's been so friendly.
Everybody's talking. And my hit on town hall.
By the way,
What?
they reckon it was rhyming slang. Donkey's ears long, and it was meant to be.
Oh,
Rhyming
so
slang
anything
for
long,
years.
you just say donkey years.
That's,
Wow, that's donkey ears.
yeah, but it
All right.
eventually slipped into being years.
I'm going to be nice to you, Nick. I'm just Nancy and frustrated. I don't even know what Nancy means, but I will show you your hit on I will show this one. Because I will help Brian make his base. That's not a bad base. Brian's base is pretty good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see the awesome. So you queen walked.
Nice.
Oh, a little Valk action. Pump into mid. And then here comes the snipe loons. Wow, your queen does a lot of work for you. Really never gets under enough pressure to be stopped. Maybe that was the best part of your read on that base. But you have a lot of stuff left over. So there's a couple good things about that attack. I mean, the queen walk recognition was one, but then the Valk movement through the mid was pretty good, and maxing that, and then your snipe loons. So, not a bad attack. I don't know who Asuka is. I don't know why you wanted to just show hit by Asuka on your base 6. So there you go. There's your my because you've typed so many times Nick24 in the Twitch chat. I gave you one concession, and now I have to apologize to Brian. Brian's gonna be like, "What? You did what?" Brian, I won't even put it. I'll label it like somebody else's name. Let's see. So that's everybody in 3.
Oh, he said thank you. That's nice.
Sure. I'm all about concessions. So that's 3. So we only have 2 left, and then we can go dink around in 1. So in 2, there's not that many. Let's see there. I've got. Oh wait, it's right down there, Pac-Man. So in 2, we had a hit up on a Town Hall 11. That ended up a 0-star. But it's a good talking point to what not to do, I think. And the Magnus wouldn't care if I show it. So let's look at. Oh wait, did a Magnus end up? Oh, that was a prior war against Advanced Spar. But look, they did a hit up. Oh no, that was Town Hall 10. Take it back. Town Hall 10. Here we go. So here's a miss. This is a hit up, so it's not like it's a horrible feeling, so you can't really smack them around for it. But it's got nice positioning. The eagle's buried with the Town Hall. But what you don't see here, and he does a nice trigger, but what you don't see here is he never presses the eagle, right? So he comes from this side, and he drops all this stuff. And this might be just like Aaron's never really experienced the eagle's hammering, but it really just wears you down. So he's trying to freeze it out, but it won't work in the end of the day. So you have to really, like this base really low. Look here, Aaron, at what it's offering you. This queen walk off the top here, you could get almost 30%, I think, from that walk across the top, and there's really not a lot of pressure against it. So here, let me let me go to the scout off of it. So see how there's no real anti-queen stuff? This one might be a little close, so you'd be coming in this way maybe. And then what I would do is I would drive right at 12. I'd drive this way, and then try to, and then jump maybe on the eagle, and then you'll get to your town hall. And I'd be more witch based, but you knew that. See, so you had the witches. So maybe just driving witches up the mid, and maybe doing zapquakes on these or something to get these AOE's down. Might have been better. But what you can't do is you can't ignore the eagle or think you're going to freeze it out and come in from the other side. It just won't. It'll take too long. It'd be better. And the other thing is the queen. If you do the queen walk and you're doing a hit up, you can probably get a 1-star for sure. But you will probably get 2 all the time, but at least you have a shot at 2. Then we got Batman, who's part of Main, but he's down in 2. Did a nice attack, but I won't show it. 3-spot, basically a hog with 3-spot. Does a 2. Here's an interesting one. 13. He does 2 LQs on this, which you don't usually see.
No. Interesting.
Which I was surprised by. Now, granted, I mean, then he's got this really winky looking 83. So I don't know. Maybe that's what he saw. But his loon deployment was pretty good, and the expos were again down. So part of the success might have been that, but I was just intrigued by the fact that you rarely see the double light, because I think it's because that's too much spell power tied up in just getting down 2 buildings. I would think you need to kind of drive and go from one side or the other. Take the ADs out with like maybe drive from 7 in this gap here, and then kind of hit them both as you're going up.
They're quite wide though, aren't they?
Let's look. Let's see if you jumped right here. If you jumped right there, yeah, it would slow you up. But you would have not broadsided, which you did. They all have storages, so I don't think there's a happy answer there. So actually, though, to your point, maybe more there. Because your queen would definitely clear this out as she went this box. And she probably would clear this. So I think that probably like a jump-based penetration here, where your golems spread, and they're like working here, and you're just driving in slowly. That's a more efficient way. Oh, he didn't have his queen. That's right. It's a no queen attack. Yeah, I had that in my notes. Maybe that's why I did that. Maybe that's why. Agmuso's like, yeah, totally why I did it. So we've got a lot of at Town Hall 8 level at JTJ2. We've got a lot of Ho 45s going on. A lot of people running surgical hog, and that's what I mean. It's like, if you can trigger the CC and slap 45 hogs and kind of surgically deploy them, ballpark it.
Easy, yeah.
I got one flavor of that. I got one flavor with the king with 5 wizards behind him. I got another flavor with 42 hogs and some other stuff. And they're all. I got 7 examples. So I'm like, I'm not going to show any of them because clearly you want one of them.
Yeah. What about afraid Spartacus?
You want a Spartacus?
Yeah.
All right, Spartacus. Kitty likes your attack. She wants to see your attack. So Spartacus, number 20. So this is an example. He does, all of them were doing the 2PTK. All of them were doing surgical. He does 42 hogs because he uses a little bit of giant action. So he does some giant distract. So there's the 2PTK. 2 poisons and a trigger kill. And then there it is. That wasn't really surgical. I would say it's more like a V. So I mislabeled that one. But the nice usage of the CC hogs in the back, which is where I think the biggest thing of where you're using the CC hogs is use those max hogs from the backside or from a side that's not getting penetration because you're diamond. All of them, all the attacks do that. So I think that's one of the key. You can V, you can diamond, you can surgical. Don't do diamond unless it's dense. But all those will work. Okay. So I think that's everybody with 2. Oh, and did I forget? I forgot his Thunderstruck. Oh, darn it! And I had it too. He's typing in chat to me that I forgot.
All right.
I didn't do my Thunderstruck. Oh, bugger. Oh well, too bad. So sad.
Do you realize how long we've been doing this?
Yeah.
That war starting in 6 minutes.
Yeah. Your war starting in 6 minutes?
That one that.
Oh, no way. That poly war?
giant one.
Oh my God. We've been doing it too long then. Well then I might just drop. Let me see if there's any main recommendations, but I might just drop out. I didn't know I'd been here that long. Holy buckets. Wait a minute. Let me see if there's anything awesome in main, otherwise we'll wrap it up then. You know, that technical difficulties at the beginning really slowed us down.
I know it did. It really did.
JTJ4. Okay, so Beej took the time to recommend one attack. And Batman's like, dude, you totally skipped mine, but I think I hit some of them, Batman. And 2. So let's close with Beej's recommendation. Number 10 against the prior war. Prior war. Right here. And he says, it shows IQ is still alive after the update in Wars. So he's talking about Immortal Queen. Double Zap Quake with Immortal Queen to get 2 ADs. Who doesn't love a good balloon parade? Who doesn't? Dude, this power is driving me bonkers. Hang on a minute. There it is, back. Yeah, I called the Dell guys like, well, you can just keep unplugging and replugging it. It should be fine. I'm like, clearly, you're crazy. That is not how we're going to fix this. We're going to have you come out and fix my PC. That's how it's going to work. All right.
But they understand how important it is.
That's right. Do they know that I do work on this thing? My job, my livelihood is on this machine. A-Boy? Are you recommending A-Boy? BT? That's right. 10. What are you talking about? So Kinger, I have to find it in war events. Oh, you're making me work.
Ah, right, yeah.
So I'm looking for 10. Oh, there it is. Didn't have to go far. So he's going to do an Immortal Queen. All right, bring it on. So that's a max base. This is actually kind of similar to what Nick24 was pointing out. He, you know, that same attack he wanted to show was that a queen walk that initiated, and then he did some Valk action off of it. See, I would call this Queen Walk, not the Immortal Queen Beach, because the Immortal Queen to me is what they used to do for raiding, where they do 8 healers behind the Queen, just to separate definitions. So I think when you say Immortal Queen here, I think you're referring to Queen Walk, because that's 4 healers.
Because it's not nerfed until we get to 6, is it?
I think it's 5. I was reading that today.
The 5's okay.
Fifth has a slight drop, but 6 is like big time. It's like you shouldn't even do it. Wow, look at those Zapquakes off the back. Wow, that Queen is doing a lot of work. Who is this, Kinger? Wow. Who doesn't love a good balloon parade? So did he Zapquake both ADs down?
I
think he did.
The Queen that took out the one at the top.
Wow. I wonder if Kinger knew that when he set all that up, that he's like, this is how it's going to go down. My Queen's going to get these 2, and I'm going to then Zapquake the others. He must. I mean, it's pretty bold to.
That's amazing.
2 Zapquake. It's.
Yep.
Well, he's showing us how to do 2 Zapquakes, because we had a Magnus's attack 2 or 3 back that.
There's been folk talking about
he did it, and
yep.
they're liking it. Is that why we're seeing it? Just because they're all amusing themselves.
You know what we're like.
And they're max.
Jump on a bandwagon.
They're maxed ADs too. Wow. Now I want to watch it again. One more time. One more time. Now I'm watching. And he didn't even really bring wall breakers. He brought 3. What's he going to use those for? Is he going to penetrate with the... See, he's... Oh, no, he used his ability there. Okay. So I was going to just say he was more patient than me. But he wasn't. Wow. So if Kinger knew that he was going to get that deep with the queen, I'm going to say bravo. Because that's hard to predict. To read that. But once you do, then I think he might even... Well, no, those loons are pretty spread. I don't know if he would have gotten it if one of those ADs would have stayed up. But the question... So if he would have lost the queen, it might have been a different day at the office.
I think he must have been counting on that because he deployed from the bottom.
I'm gonna have to ask him if I can track him down. I'll poke him on what he was thinking, if he actually planned that out or not. It was a hit. It was. We had won the war, so he basically said, "I'm gonna do this, and let's see if it works," and it worked. Yeah. So thanks for the recommendation, Beach. That was actually a cool attack versus my more boring ones.
Making me think again about my one for later.
Okay, so let's wrap it. Let's call it a day then, Kitty. So we're done. You go. I'm not going back to the other one. I told them I wasn't coming back.
They know what maybe means.
maybe I'll do that.
Don't touch that, Larry.
Touch it, Larry. You know you want to.
Larry, don't touch
Larry,
that.
do it. Do it, Larry.
Larry!
Yes! Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life, Larry.
What'd I just
Good
say,
job,
Larry?
Good job.